there's no doubt about it that you were possibly the greatest football manager that the school has ever seen. And in my own personal opinion, I fail to believe that the school would have got further than Drogheda with such an experienced manager as yourself.
I don't know about that, I'll just tell you the truth. It's just literally, it's just about going at things the way you see them, and hopefully things work out. At the end of the day, it can come down to luck as well. As I said at the start, it's not ultimately, you try and bring fellas together, but it's a personal response from fellas. If you don't have that, you have nothing. And you come with a group of lads, you come across with such spirit. I'll never forget about it. I got as much out of them and learned as much out of the group of lads as I do right throughout Temple College every day. I have to say, you're supposedly a teacher and you're going into class, you learn as much from the heads that are down there in front of you. The fellas who are saying, geez, I hate coming into school. Whatever. The teachers sometimes feel the same. They hate coming in. So it's like, it's all part of the community, and it's all part of fellas working together. You know, finding, I suppose, ultimately what is greatest within you. That's why we're all here. That's why we participate in sport. That's why we're there in the trenches.
Sadly, that's no time that we have talking to you. Thank you very much for coming out today.
Brilliant, thanks very much, lads. I really appreciate it.
Don't forget.
Throughout the competition, what were your
under pressure now?
during the competition, what were your tactics going into every game, and your specific tactics?
Yeah, I suppose in terms of tactical nuance, I wouldn't be that familiar. In terms of, I suppose, it would actually be instinctive and intuitive, which I suppose can be limited. But tactical knowledge would be quite limited. Maybe I'd be quite conservative or hesitant, and I would have played maybe one up front. We basically jammed the midfield, which some people would say isn't exactly a flair tactic, or in terms of stopping the opposition, catch them on the break. But as a wise man, Mr. Roderick once said to me, most goals in schools footballers scored on the break. Counter attack, and with the sort of, I suppose, credentials we had and playing resource we had, we were towards the counter attack. It was a very fast, nifty fellow who would actually perform and do that.
In them games, just I watched the semi-final and the final. You seen them angry with the referee sometimes. Was there a decision that went against you that perhaps you were unhappy with?
I suppose you'll always ultimately have your wrangles with referees, you know, that's part of it. Again, ultimately though, the referee has to do a job, and it's a difficult task, with great admiration for him, even though, as I say, we're embroiled in the blitzkrieg at the moment. Other reactions might come to the fore.
Just in terms of that final, the mock exams were on just before that final. Did that put the players off?
He did a very perceptive and insightful comment, most definitely. Yeah, I think the final, if it had been 2 weeks earlier for us, it would have come at a better time, most definitely.
You didn't get much training going on.
Yeah, there was this trouble. That's an element of the competition. That's one big criticism I've had of the competition as a whole. You have ceaseless waiting for a game, and it's very hard to maintain the sort of spirit. It's very hard to maintain the intensity. Yeah. You know, you come off a great victory, you'd like the next game in 2 weeks' time, and you're trying to keep fellas fellas are anxious again, fellas get nervous and so on. But the mocks most definitely was a deterrent. But ultimately in life, in sport, you have to encounter things as they fall, and you have to basically adapt and hopefully, you know, overcome. So things won't always fall your way. As John Lennon probably said, that life is what happens when you're making other plans. Things don't go according to the plan in sport.
So the teachers started keeping out that you were taking the lads out of class?
No, we didn't have to say. Everybody on staff was really absolutely tremendously supportive. Absolutely tremendously supportive. Obviously I don't want to single out anybody. You know, I have to say though, as a staff body, again that community shone, and that was really encouraging. It was
part of the school as well.
And anybody who was out there, you know,
finally, just you let Dara Collins be your trainer. Why was this that?
Well, I suppose the Rafa Benitez of Temple College football. Darren had a great knowledge and love and passion for football. I think I had to harness that in some way, and it was a great pleasure and a great honour for me to work with Darren Collins.
So I just want to say thanks very much for getting us this far in the competition, and you get the players with many inspirations like pre-build up to the teachers, and they love the
thanks very much.
And the Rocky as well.
Different approach. I think sometimes they absolutely a bad freaking goal.
No, we're brilliant managers. I don't think any you would actually sure we got this far now.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Thanks very much. I appreciate it. Thanks.
You did mention about high emotions and you got the players psyched up. I did notice that you used to talk to Patrick Stewart for 20 minutes and you'd taken out of class and stuff. Is that something you regret doing?
No. I think that's hugely important. That's sort of the long-term perspective in terms of on a journey.
Yes.
And sometimes you meet people and you have different approaches towards them. Say, my old Shea might be a good volunteer, whereas another fellow might need to put the arm around them and tell them, well, this is where we're at, you know. And fellas responded, you know. But again, it's trial and error. Sometimes you get the wrong approach with fellas and you make mistakes with fellas. You know, as I did over the year, and some fellas could have genuine grievances with me. But you just do things sort of as you see them, and I suppose it's dealing with people, which is everything, which is core fundamental of everything we do in life. It's how you interact with people. You know, it works out that way, and what you give, you get back. Double treble. So that's basically where I was at. But it's a long journey, and we all need encouragement along the journey, because along climbing a mountain, we'll all have head start. We'll all want to go off and throw things up, and just ultimately your facilitation. Well, you're just trying to keep fellas together.
So if you're doing that again, would you change anything or probably not?
If I change anything, I'd probably get that regain extra strength and try and keep the hair on it. Because, my God, the hair is fading rapidly. No, would I do anything again? No. No, I suppose ultimately, you know, things that happen, and it was a great year. And would I do things again? If I had it all over again? No, I suppose next time I'd do it differently.
Fix the mistakes.
Yeah, but other mistakes were wrong.
Yeah, true.
You know? You're nothing without your mistakes.
No,
you know?
at the end of the day.
Exactly, and you're nothing without your mistakes. Of course, that's how we get better. We made mistakes. And I think that would have been, I think a big problem in sports in general in Ireland to have 9, 10, 11-year-old kids and you have people screaming on the line at all. In all calls, get rid of it, don't be doing that, don't, you know, it's ludicrous. How can anybody encourage in any walk of life, in school, in sports, in everything we do, we're sort of told not to make mistakes. There's mistakes in everything. If you don't make mistakes, you're not, exactly, you're nothing. You know, it's really important.
Right, well, that's about it. I hope that this happens again in school.
No, that's brilliant. Thanks very much for giving me the opportunity to speak. It's a great initiative, and it's just great to see alchemists. Like all the year, all 5, 6 years involved there, alchemists just been doing something different and just creating something.
And the final question I have for you, sir, is are you going to manage a football team next year, or will you?
Oh God, Al, I don't know. I'm on the brink of a whole new world at the moment.
Did I make it seem
exactly a young baby at the moment. Could you imagine a younger me? Could you imagine trying to look after a younger me now? Trying to bring up a bad boy or a bad boy, so God almighty, I wouldn't have liked to be doing anything else.
Thank you very much, sir, for coming on to that.
Right, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.